We are going to be talking about, in specifically, a community. And I know so many of you already have been so expressive towards me and my content, and learning so much about calisthenics, about yoga, mobility and flexibility, as well as even some nutrition and lifestyle changes. But what I really want to do from now on is, because this community is growing quite quickly, and we are moving forward with quite a trajectory, I would love to create a community where everyone can be together who is focused and cares about movement, their health, and basically being the best version of themselves, and basically staying as young, as fit and as healthy, while learning awesome skills in the process for as long as physically possible. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a community based on Skool. If you've heard of Skool before, it is a community-based service where everything, all of my knowledge, ebooks, information, as well as recordings of basically the pillars of health, which I'm going to go through very soon. I'm going to build this community with everyone in mind, where we are in a position of helping each other on a regular basis. And it's really going to be about you guys, and also connecting with me, where we have group calls every Sunday, and we can really just build a fantastic, fun, safe community where we all have the same goal of optimizing our health and learning cool skills and everything. So I'm just going to talk a little bit today, because I'm sure there's some of you that are going to watch this and you're not actually obviously online right now, but you're going to see this and you're going to watch this at a later time. So the community is going to cover a few main aspects of everything that I do, and I want to share with you guys to be the fittest and healthiest you can be. So we're going to go through everything. It's going to be in regards to movement, of course, and nutrition, of course. Nutrition, not just about what to eat, but timings, about balancing your hormones, about putting your body in a position which is primed to build muscle and burn fat, as well as feel and look your best as best you can at all times. And really, it's about just these lifestyle changes that are going to massively change you. And it's little things, it's really small things. They're not huge, but they add up. And we're going to be focusing on sleep optimization. We're going to be talking about when to work out, what to do, beginner to advanced trainings. We're going to also input skills such as handstands and other bodyweight skills that are just going to round out your body control and awareness of how you feel into your body, because that's really important. Optimizing blood flow and all sorts of things like that. We're also going to cover circadian rhythms and sunlight, and also all the other factors that play into health, routines, daily routines, and everything. So the community is going to be, hi there for who's just joined. The community is going to be in regards to really connecting with each and every one of you, but in full optimization. So what's in it for you guys with this community? Well, as I said, the first thing is you're going to have direct access to me at all times. And that means that I'm going to be on the chat. You can chat with me at any time. The other aspect of the course is going to be every pillar of health that I just talked about, and I'm going to go through it in more detail later, and I'll obviously put the links on various platforms so that you guys can really get a feel and see for what I am going to be providing you. But essentially, it's going to be step by step. You guys are not going to have to actually worry about anything. I'm basically going to spoon feed you guys. And what it's going to be is a community just around all of us with the same intention. To be as healthy, as fit, and mobile as possible. And yeah, basically from there, we're going to set up these, there's going to be steps. And each step is going to cover a various aspect of what I like to call the movement code. And the movement code is basically not in regards to actually doing certain types of exercises, but the movement code as in that we physically have to make changes so that we can move forward and be the best version of ourselves. So the movement code is going to comprise of these various things which are going to lead you towards your best health. And those being, as I said, like program structures, how to train every day to get the best body, to be the healthiest with the most energy that you can feel in your entire life. Secondly, how to optimize our sleep, because that's just so important for our health and gaining muscle even, and basically being brain protective and all these things. And also on top of that, hormone optimization, community, how important it is to connect with the community, and all these other aspects, ancestral ways of living, all these things which tie into how we can be our healthiest, fittest, at our highest potential in this modern world that we live in. So I'm really, really excited for that, guys. I'm really excited to be with a community who's like-minded, but also to see how you guys progress, because I've seen so many people around me who have followed these principles, and clients in general as well, who've gotten so much stronger, who have built long-lasting lifestyle changes that have just directly impacted every part of their lives, their relationships with people, the relationships with themselves, the relationships with food, and just their overall mindset. So yeah, look, it's such a special thing to be in a community. For those of you who are in there right now, please say hi if you have any questions. And yeah, I really look forward to this community, to be part of it with you guys. I want to create as many like-minded people as me as possible, because I think that the way of living, when you're actually focusing on nailing down these core elements to our health, to us being the best version of ourselves, leads us to where we want to go in any direction. So I want to give you guys the code, the movement code of how I have done this in the past 7 years of changing my lifestyle to be the best version I can of myself, physically, mentally, totally driven, and honestly, the most masculine version I feel like of myself. And I want you guys to be able to feel into your energies, and I feel like the way to do that is from the ground up. So hormones, as I said, are a huge thing. And we're going to learn about optimizing hormones. We're going to learn about beginner exercises, all the way from, even if you can't do one push-up, even if you are stuck doing knee push-ups, stuck with not even being able to pull your own body weight with a pull-up, and leading up, I'm going to explain to you the tools that I want you to have in your disposal. And I mean, there's only a couple really, I can say them right now, and it's gymnastics rings is one of them, because they're just so powerful and you can hang them up anywhere. And but it's not going to be necessary. You're not necessarily going to need these things. So the key and the core thing is being like-minded together and creating a future where we all build a lifestyle. Because what's really important for people to understand is when you change all these things in your life. You know, when you start eating a different way, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going on a diet. I'm changing the way I'm eating. I'm going on a diet. You tell people you're going on a diet. And this word diet in itself is such I find it's such a yo-yo word. There's an expectation in there that a diet is not forever. Okay, a diet is just something that's, oh, you're doing it for now, it's temporary. And what I want to build for you guys is a lifestyle. It's not a situation where you are just a situation where you're just basically doing something for 2 months and then you give up after 2 months. It's about actually building the pillars, the strong pillars, the foundations, so that you can live a lifestyle that you feel you're best at, that you can achieve all the movements you want to achieve, that you can achieve mentally everything that you want to achieve, and you have the willpower to get there because you have the energy to do so. And I think so many people today, every one of us has that potential in us to do better in our lives, to do greater, to push ourselves further. But a lot of the foods we eat and a lot of the things that we do unconsciously are actually changing how much energy we have. They're influencing how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about the world and people around us. And we actually disconnect from ourselves. And the reality is, like, for example, you go and eat, you have this bread in the morning, or you have your oats and muesli in the morning, and then you feel tired afterwards. And you wonder why you're feeling tired, or you don't even think about it. It's so normal to feel tired all the time. And you don't have the tools, you don't know, and you're not aware that you could be feeling so much better, with so much more energy, and completely feeling uplifted, like you've had a coffee without having a coffee at every hour of the day, if you follow this kind of protocol. And that's what I want to achieve for you guys. I want you to understand that it is normal to have energy all day. It is not normal to not have energy all day. It is not normal to feel like you want to go to sleep at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And it's understanding these bodily cues that your body gives you. And that's why I want to build this community, because I want you guys to be totally optimized. Optimization at its core. And through that, we build in the movement code a better way of living for us to be living a long time with as much energy as possible, and finding a sense of peace within ourselves where we feel comfortable and we're in a community surrounded by people who are like-minded. We can keep each other accountable, and I'll be there for you 24/7, always there on the line to support you, having group calls, group chats every Sunday so that we all keep each other track. So when will this be coming? This will be coming in the next month at some point. I haven't decided on a start date yet, but I will definitely keep you guys up to date with this procedure. And I think it's really important for everyone to understand and be on the same page and be prepared that, if you want to make your life better, if you want to feel better, if you want to have more energy every day, then I would suggest joining, because I've been crafting myself for the last 7 years, and it's important to understand that there are certain things that make things a lot easier, and there's certain things that make things a lot harder. And it all starts as a combination. It's not just one thing. It's not just nutrition. It's not just movement, although these things do play a huge part of it. But it's these other factors too, like your hormones, which are a huge factor, and how these things like movement and nutrition affect your hormones, as well as sleep and other impacting factors like the sun, vitamin D, grounding, all these things. So I want to include everything, and you're going to see it all in there, and it's going to be coming in the next month. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, you can always leave a comment for me, and I'm going to do my best to answer you with as much knowledge as I have for now. But But otherwise, stay tuned for that, because I'm really looking forward to providing everyone with this awesome community. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope to see you soon in the community. Peace.